$10 million set aside for University of Miami student athletes in 2022. The Ruiz family is truly putting their money where their mouth is, and they're setting us up to be a prime landing spot for athletes interested in NIL deals. Now, some people out there are skeptical and some are just haters. But at the end of the day, the one thing you cannot deny is that if you come to the University of Miami as a student athlete, you're going to secure the bag. And I have a little confession to make. This is actually fake money for dramatic effect. That Ruiz money is the real deal. What's going on, Canes fans? Finally, after almost 3 weeks, Coach Coop is no longer sick, and I'm ready to ramp up the content once again on this channel. And I thought it would be fun to come back today and discuss money. I mean, who doesn't want money, right? So I want you guys, after we discuss this topic, after we dive deep into it, after you've watched this video to completion, because I know you guys always watch it all the way to the end, right? You guys don't skip to various different parts or only watch 1 minute and close it. You watch the whole thing. I know you do. So after you watch this entire video, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know how you feel about all of this. Now, you would think that Miami fans would love the idea of money being pumped into NIL deals, but there's actually a large portion of the fan base, and really though, let's be honest, it's not just the Miami fan base, just the college football fan base in general. There's a large portion of fans that feel like the NIL is ruining college football. And to that I say, it's definitely changing the game. Some of these changes are good, some of them not so good, and some of them we're just going to have to wait and see what the long-term effects and outcome is. What I do know for a fact is that if we want to keep up with other top programs in the country, we're going to have to see some of our own players getting some big-time NIL deals. Winning talks, trust me, we all know this, but so does money. Now, when you combine the two, winning plus money, you create an unstoppable force. So let's really dive deep into the meat of this video and briefly discuss the Ruiz family for just a moment. You guys saw John Ruiz in the thumbnail, and I'm sure you've seen some of his posts possibly on Twitter. Maybe you saw it retweeted or you saw other Canes fans mentioning his name and you didn't know anything about him or who he was. So John Ruiz actually began his career as a lawyer back in 1992, and since then he has started multiple successful companies that have officially made him a billionaire. The most recent company that he just started up is called LifeWallet. Now, LifeWallet, this is not some kind of infomercial, it's not some kind of pitch or anything like that. This video isn't sponsored. I'm just giving you the information so you can understand exactly how all of this NIL stuff is happening. So LifeWallet, the company that he started, it's essentially a platform that allows medical professionals to quickly access past medical history, medications you're taking, and a lot more. And this applies to, people going into the hospital. Paramedics could access this information. This also works for student athletes when they're being treated and all that stuff. Now, the big reason why I'm mentioning this company specifically that he started is because earlier this week, John Ruiz tweeted this: LifeWallet has set aside $10 million for NIL deals. We are more than ready. Hashtag the time is now. Later on, he clarified that the $10 million is exclusively for University of Miami student athletes. And then he also verified that this $10 million is not to be spread out over multiple years. This is not a multi-year $10 million deal. The $10 million is for 2022 alone, literally just for this year. This is huge. This is big time for the University of Miami, considering the fact that we're seeing players all across the country get some big time NIL deals. I'm talking, 6-7 figure deals, man. You've got Texas over here offering O-linemen $50K a year, which turns out roughly to be like $250,000 over the course of their college career. You've got Texas A&M out here offering up 25 and 30 million. Not offering up, they are spending 25 to 30 million on a recruiting class. It is truly becoming the Wild West out here, and we've got to step up and compete with these guys. And that is why I'm making such a big deal about the Ruiz family in this video, because we've had some players obviously sign some deals. When Silvera was still a Cane, he had signed a deal with some type of meat company. We saw De'Aaron King signing multiple deals with various different companies. But some of the numbers that might get thrown out there, some of these deals that these players might get to sign up for, is going to be a lot more money than what we've seen up to this point, especially for University of Miami players. And that is all thanks to John Ruiz and his companies and his family. Ruiz did announce just the other day that Gilbert Frierson is expected to sign the first deal with LifeWallet, which is going to be a $50,000 deal. Now, I don't know yet the details if the $50,000 is just for the 2022 season or if that is over the course of a couple of seasons. I'm not sure, but Gilbert Frierson is supposed to be the first player that's going to be putting pen to paper with one of these NIL deals for LifeWallet. Now, I'm sure you noticed at the end of the tweet, he had put hashtag the time is now. You may possibly be seeing that all across Twitter, especially from Canes fans, because the Ruiz family is also pushing for a football stadium for the Miami Hurricanes. Now, that's a topic for a totally different video. That's a separate topic that we could dive into, but I felt like it was worth mentioning because I know you've probably seen that online, and I wanted to let you or help you connect the dots. That this is the same family that is also pitching the football stadium. And when I say pitching, I mean they have gotten to the point that they are, taking helicopter rides and surveying land, and they've actually offered up to fund the entire project, which would be hundreds of millions of dollars. They're not talking they're going to pay a portion of it. They want to fund the entire thing. This family don't play. But it's interesting and understandable at the same time that I've seen some Canes fans question his motives and kind of really where he's trying to go with all this. And I just want to put it out there that I think that the Ruiz family is good people. I actually think that they have the right intentions here. They want to do it the right way. The guy has a background in law, so I feel like that he can approach it the right way. He wants, all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, and he wants to do this thing right. And I feel like that he's a good guy to have on our side, to be a part of the family. And let's also not forget that this includes his son Alex, who has been doing a lot to kind of get the ball rolling with all of these things. He's actually the owner and CEO of Cigarette Racing. I think they build like boats or something, but it's like the Lamborghini of boats or the Ferrari of boats. Listen, I don't know. Coop's not a boat guy, okay? And then he's a former Miami Hurricanes alum. He actually played baseball at the University of Miami. So this family just eats, sleeps, breathes, bleeds Miami. They love the Miami area. They live in the Miami area as far as I know. And they love the University of Miami. So it really, truly seems like they're just trying to help out the players. And it's huge for us to have somebody, just being honest, that is this generous offering up NIL deals for us. It's literally a game changer. I don't know if you guys understand. We're going to need more powerful people like this on our side, especially as this NIL stuff continues to change and evolve, which it's going to. Maybe at some point the NCAA hops in and regulates it. I don't know, but right now it's kind of free game. And at this very moment, we need guys and companies that can come in and help us compete with the big boys. But let me know how you feel about this down in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Ruiz family? How do you feel about the NIL? How do you feel about this $10 million that the Ruiz family is ponying up and offering NIL deals for the University of Miami student athletes? This is not just football, guys. Keep in mind that this could be deals for baseball players, basketball players, all sorts of various sports at the University of Miami. And maybe let me know if you would like to get Alex or John Ruiz on the show at some point. Maybe we could bring them on live. I'm just putting it out there. And we could let them kind of explain a little bit more, maybe introduce themselves to the fans, get to know them, they get to know you. I think it would actually be a good time. So let me know what you think. I just really wanted to take a few minutes today and discuss the NIL. Again, I've made it very known that I fully approve of players making money. They're putting their bodies on the line. They're working hard. Do I think that it could potentially have some negative impacts long-term as well? Yeah, absolutely, it could. And eventually, they're going to have to find a way to I want to say find a way to regulate it in some sort of way, or maybe cap it or something. But I also at the same time don't want the NCAA to get super involved, because they're just going to try to find a way to get their cut from it. You know what I'm saying?
I like money.
But that's it for this video, guys. Again, as I said, I'm no longer sick, so I can ramp up the content once again. We can post some videos. I've got some exciting ones coming up next week, and then we're going to try to bring back the live streams as well. So remember, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. Bro, like for real, $10 million. This is $30,000 of fake money. Fake money. And we're talking 10 million? 10 million. Man, bro,